Good morning, everyone. Dr. Janvi,
Good
am I
morning,
audible?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Audible, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I'm going to share my screen. You kindly look into that. My presentation is viewing to you.
Uh,
Yeah. Is my presentation is visible to everyone?
yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yes, you can start the session.
Okay. Bindu.
Okay. A very good morning to each and everyone, respected faculty members, my fellow students, and our honorable guest, Dr. V. Agalya. I'm Himabindu of second year B Pharmacy. Today, we have joined the session for a guest lecture on prototype validation into startup Dr. V. Agalya. Dr. V. Agalya has completed her BE from Periyar University, Tamil Nadu. She has completed her ME from Anna University, Chennai, and also received her PhD in electrical engineering from Anna University, Chennai. Dr. V. Agalya has undergone offline training and got certified as Innovation Ambassador from MEO Government of India 2019 and also completed the advanced level training in 2021. Dr. Agalya has published 21 research papers and she has 5 Indian patents granted and 10 Indian patents and designs filed and published. Currently, she is working as a professor and associate head R&D and HCE. She has conducted various workshops on design thinking, IPR, patent drafting and filing to faculty and students. She served as resource person for various colleges all over India. She has received many awards for her excellence like Women Techmaker Ambassador from Google India in 2023. Best Innovation Ambassador in the year 2021-22, Best IIC Faculty Award 2020 and 21, Best Teacher and Best Role Model Award in the year 2011-12, and many more. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, you can start the session.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for giving the introduction about me.
Thank you, ma'am.
And today we are here and we are going to discuss about what is the prototype validation steps and how we are going to convert the simple prototype model into a startup. And these are the inputs which I'm going to the way and what is the shortcuts are there. So myself, you already introduced about me, Dr. Agalya. I'm heading IPR cell in New Horizon College of Engineering. It's my pleasure to deliver a talk on this occasion, and I would like to invite you people furthermore. If any queries are there, you can contact through my mobile number and then mail ID. So I supported around 17 startups. So I'm a startup mentor and I would like to encourage more because we wanted to concentrate on the healthcare sectors. So that's why irrespective of the courses, Ministry of Education is initiating so many initiatives. So Institution Innovation Council also one of the initiative. So under this, all the course related, that is pharmacy colleges, medical colleges, degree colleges, and engineering colleges, they have to be get some awareness about how far the innovations and the startup and entrepreneurial cultures are created inside the campus. And being a student, we should not only to learn and we have to be earn money when we are studying from the first year itself. So how do we start? and when do you start, and what kind of a steps has to be initiated? Are you going in a right track or not? That I am going to share it on this during 1 hour session. If any doubts are there in between that, you can interact with me anytime. Okay, so going into the slide, just moving on. Yeah, innovation and prototype validation, converting into an innovations into an startup. So before starting a session, a teacher's role is always ask the question with the students, right? So can you interact with me? What is the difference between an idea and then innovation? Can I get some answers? If you're not able to talk, you please type the answers in the chat box. Any answers from you on that? No start message.
Students,
Sorry for the delay. I was delayed half an hour, and I can take you another 1 hour.
no
So
problem.
before going to start a session, so we will have some interaction with the students, whether you are in other side or you are keeping switching on the system and moving somewhere. Are you all alive?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you for the reply. And I need an answer for this question.
You can answer whatever you know. There is no problem.
Yeah, there is no right and wrong answers here. Whatever there in your mind, you can interact with me because your mindset is thinking in a different aspect. My answers will be a different, and which one is going to be evaluate or we are going to take it forward. The direction is very important. If it is wrong direction, definitely the failures will be there. If it is the right direction, definitely the success will be there. So successful founders, how they are moving on and what they followed for converting the ideas. So all these things we are discussing on today. Okay, we'll move on to the answers first slides. Then later you will be interacting with me. Coming to that, what is the difference between an idea? So idea, I'm telling, just a minute. So the ideas are today you are having a different thinking level. You wanted to create something novel, and you are going to provide the solution in future. So whatever the thinking, innovation is making ideas, making ideas that happens. Okay, fine. An idea is a thought process. Thought. Okay. So I'm getting answers from many of them. Thank you for the reply. And so today all the ideas are in your mind. So if you are keeping the thoughts in your mind, you cannot able to convert into a realistic view. And which of the persons are capable and they are wanted to do something to the world, and they will be take it forward, and they are starting with the mini level projects. So that mini level project might be a service oriented or a product oriented, or it might be a process oriented. So innovations in the form of either product or process. So this is what we wanted to get it back for the answers of the question. So ideas are huge. All the ideas cannot be converted into an innovations or an invention, because which idea is converted into an real impact, that real impact only we are going to be take it forward and do a business. And still we are using many kind of tools in the digital era. So all the one of the service, we can take it an example of the team, the users of a team. So they created a software and connecting the people and interacting with the face to face. And this is also a kind of a service and with the application. So it is a process. So ideas means the chat box is flooding now, and thank you for being in alive and you are interacting with me in the chat boxes. So we'll take it forward and just see here. And what is the difference between an idea and innovation? Ideas are always in your mind, but innovations are with the end product or a process or updating the existing products into and some additional features adding on it. The example which we wanted to interact with you all. So during the 2002K 2K starting period, there will be a Nokia mobile, and there is no feature. It will be used only for communicating the people within a short span of time. And before that, there is a telegram, fax, then started with Yahoo Mail, Rediff Mail. These are the generations are there. So nowadays, whatever we want, so we are keeping our entire presence with their family. So it might be in any places of the country. So that kind of upgradations are there. So every mobiles are having a different models and different features and then different benefits, and it can uh, the cost also involving, design also involving. So all these mobile models are, it will be every day they are changing the patterns and then they are making a designs and protecting their intellectual property rights. So all will be happen once if we are having an additional feature, and the feature is nobody else has done earlier. You are the first person as doing this feature, adding the feature in this existing mobile. Then the model we are using an iPhones, Apple iPhones. Then first is the Nokia model, then Samsung Galaxy, Sony Ericsson, all these families and are coming. So comparing to all other things, maybe the camera good quality, interacting the clarity of the voice, clarity of the photos, and maybe the presentations will be including there in the mobile. And one and only model will have a slide changer, that is in the under the Sony Ericsson model, the very first model it have. And now advanced versions and all it will be there. They are not at all seeing the cost of the mobile. Now the new generation, the current people and all, they wanted only to complete the task within a fraction of second, as well as they need to uh, complete their day-to-day life task within short span of time. So ultimately, the post-pandemic, everybody's are utilizing majorly with the mobile phones and then laptop and then system, everything. So they wanted to connect entire team within the short span of time. They wanted to communicate the meeting, communicate the work, and conducting the class, delivering the sessions. So all will be there. So this is the updation, additional features each and every mobile unique feature. That's why the mobile came into a market and we are paying and money, even if it is a 1 lakh rupee also, that we are not bothered. We want only the additional feature that will be useful to the society people. Then the models are emerging into the market. So these all called as innovations. So ideas are always in your mind. It is a thought. And then innovations are it's a real impact, the product or a service. So what is the difference between additionally with the inventions? So inventions are, it's new, novel, and nowhere existing in the world like a Taj Mahal. So the person who is going to be invent something, they have to be compare, is that such kind of ideas are available in the world or not. So worldwide ideas should be new. So that will be called as invention. So you are the first person inventing something to the world. So that inventions are always new or novel. Then innovation means it's an existing techniques. So the example what we discussed here, the mobile. So Nokia mobile, it's adding an additional feature with the camera, then adding additional features with the changing of front end panel, then slide changing type of foldable mobiles. All the models are adding an additional information with the existing technology. So this is what invention and innovation, the difference. So invention is new, innovation is existing product we can modify little bit with novel idea. That's it. So next, we can, whatever we discussed here, the points are there. Idea becomes invention, so if it's have sufficient detail. So you may raise the question now, ma'am, will it be ideas are can be patented or can be copyrighted? So absolutely the answer is no. You should not convert your mind thoughts into one words, and it have some diagrammatical, it has some diagrammatical representation. So you have to be start with a mini project, and the mini project will be ended with a main level, and the main level projects are will be converted into an real product model, and that will be used into the market. So this is what, just a minute. Sorry for the interruption. So you can just look into the slide, and there is an land. It's, we can call it as a property, and that generally the properties are classified into two categories. One is the uh, tangible property, the other one is non intangible property. So all the copyrights and then the manual and patents, so all such kind of things and all, it will become under in the intangible property, and we can take it as a tangible property. So the example is land. For the past 10 decade 10 years, your grandparents is owning the land. After that, they are giving to your parents, and the parents are transferring the document to the son and son-in-laws, like that. So if the documentation transferring continuously, or sometimes it will be sold by some ex person, so the land is an example for the tangible property. So if the properties are not giving any profit, or you are keeping the land as empty for a past 20 years or 10 years, then this property is useless. So you cannot able to keep such kind of property, including the intangible property assets also. So if you have a patent grants are keeping in the document, there is no use. Once the patent grants are received, it has to be commercialized into the market. So this is what the importance of knowing and property classification. So property, intangible property and tangible property. So all the intellectual property rights are example of intangible property. And there is a use based on your property, then only you are keeping the document, or if you don't have, you can sell it to back to the patent office itself. So it will have some money value. If no money value, the property is useless. This is what we wanted to convey here. And coming to that, the innovations, which I said, it is a creation of human mind and thinking. What you thinking in different. So all the people are not thinking in same aspect. So some of the one who is wanted to provide a support to the nation, and useful, he wanted to make, he or she wanted to make useful to the society, then it might be an innovations, useful innovation. So we can correlate with this innovations are, see there, if we wanted to buy a mobile, and the look, the design, the design is a rectangle or a circle, or if it is a square, or if it is a, which is compact to you, that will be come under how it looks, we can call it as a design. Then how it works, it will be an patent. And what is the name of the mobile, we can call it as a trademark. And if you wanted to know the operation of your entire mobile model, you wanted to read the manual of a machine or the X product, then that will be come under, the manual is come under copyrights. So these are the things are there. You can just look into that. And then coming to the startups. So today's thing is, how do we convert the innovation into a startup, and what are the startup steps to be involving here, and where we are getting a failure in the startup, that you need to be discussed. We will discuss on today. So the first point is obsessed with an idea. So your idea, for example, due to the pandemic situation, everybody's are struggling a lot for improving the immunity. So many of the what is it, pharmaceutical companies are making an medicine, and then the Siddha, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, on all the sites they are making an tablets, that is an herbal tablets, and then multivitamin tablets, and all the things will be, finally they found the very good results for the Sri products. That is, you, everybody's, you know that one. So such kind of idea, which will be fetch easily into the market. So it need of all the customers. So I'm the individual, and I wanted to improve my immunity, then I will take it, and I don't want to be fight with COVID. So this was the reason during the past 3 years post pandemic, all the pharmaceutical companies, or who are the individuals who are the Siddha doctorate, then they are all leading in the industries, and they are getting more profit for whoever has made this kind of an medicines and all. So this is, we have to do the extensive market survey. So what is the need of the customer, and how will you reach out to the customers? Everything you have to be do it in the pre-planning aspect. Uh, then you can coming to that. If idea is not accessed by the customer and there is no need of customer, then the idea is useless. So first thing is selection of idea itself is a big task. So you have to be, because you are all from the pharma college and your role is major, and you have to be identify a right idea and which will be useful to the customer. The customers are either the kids or either the adults or adolescents, or irrespective of the ages, you can make and such kind of wonders in future. And the second one is, once you create an idea, there is a minimum viable product, and you need to make the end users are testing only, taking into the direct product which is launched by the startup companies. That is not the trial version. You have to be give the after giving an in vitro in vivo study, then the final product is reach out to the market, and the market they will be ready to buy. And that product we can call it as the first user, which is utilized the entire product, and then usage they will give you a valuable feedback. So that is called minimum viable product. If there is no minimum viable product, you need to do experimentation again and again. So once the results you are getting it from the in vitro in vivo study, then only you are able to give it to the human. So this is what the second step. So if you are not having a minimum viable product, definitely your startup will be failed. So first is the selection of your idea, second is the minimum viable product, and third one is, okay, you have an enough idea and you have created a product, you are storing into a in your house, but who will sell, and who will how you are going to reach out? And there is a marketing strategy, managing strategy, and maybe it should be an once you make 100 products, then nobody ready to buy the 100 product means, then the experimental test will be, there will be a certain period, it will be outdated, then outdated product and all, nobody ready to buy. So the first thing is subsisted with idea, no minimum viable product. And the next is the, so if you create a minimum viable product to reach out to the customer, then definitely the startup will be success. Then identify the skill. And if it is a one man company today, you have created a mini project and which is insisted by your faculty coordinator, and after tomorrow you are making into an experimental study, it is completely working good, and you need to be identify more what is the skill sets you have, which is the lacano, and that lacking skills you have to be find out a right partner in your as a teammate. That is a team member selection. So team member selection is based on the identification of the skill set, not with respect to your friendly relationship. Then you have to be assigned the task to the team members, and what kind of the skills they need to be promote further with the existing product, and you have to be plan accordingly. So many of the startups are failing lack of managing skills. So if you have a good managing skills with the team member good if it is a 5 member team or a 2 member team, so there will be an equal weightages in the skills. One is doing an prototyping, the other is doing an experimental study results and everything. The one is will be the marketing expert, and these are the things you need to be strengthen yourself. And the next is lack of marketing skills. Marketing skills means your team is ready, your product is ready, then how do we reach out to the customers? So either in the digital platform, Amazon, Flipkart, then Google, and whatever the platforms of the social media nowadays, it is an you people are very much aware, you are posting into the different social media, so immediately it will be reach out to the individuals. So digital market, you have to be do it in the beginning, and you have to be create every time should be an updating in your task, and what is the activity which is going on with your company, and vision, mission, and then the planning of execution, everything will be day to day updation will be there in the websites. So you need to create such kind of a team for the marketing skills, creating stories. That means to advertise your product, you need to be create a story behind that advertisement, and you can see who is your potential customers, either a kids or adults or adolescents or the animals or any kind of a things you have to be plan it accordingly. Then Be active in social media, update your marketing strategy and the plan and then the stories, everything. And so you need to be brand yourself personally. So all these things are related with the marketing skills. If you lack in this marketing skill, definitely the startups are getting fail. Then coming out that running out of money. So everybody's are thinking, if you wanted to start a business, I need to invest more money. I need to invest money for making of a machines, buying a machines, all the things will be there behind that. So running out of money, don't plan such kind of ideas. So if you invest huge money for buying an the simple example which I wanted to connect with this point, you can see the service. The service is providing by uh, Ola, Uber, and then OYO. Then so many services, app services are there. There are, and then Swiggy. Then after the Swiggy, there is an so many that service Blinkit, and then so many apps are available now, and these apps are absolutely connecting the industry and then the individuals. So we wanted to if anybody's are living in the urban city, traveling is in example of Bangalore. If you wanted to reach out exactly on 11 o'clock to attend an interview or joining in your duty, there is traffics are more, so you need to be go quickly and you have to book a cab immediately. So there is an app created by the Ola and Uber, and this was a mini project, and they are successfully done it during their graduation. So after that, now they are the successful founder and multi-billionaire in the current era. So this is one example which I wanted to tell you. So Uber and Ola, they are not at all investing money for making a design related with Aadi car. They are investing their time and then brain. They created a simple application to connect all the car owners to adding into their app. That's it. So you people are a very young and energetic people. You have to be think in that aspect, find out a right idea, invest the time and your brain, and make a minimum viable product or a service. Then plan accordingly during this 3.5 years or a 4 years duration. And when you are coming out, don't be a job seeker. Always you can provide the job to others. So be a job provider. So for that point of view, you need to learn about what is startup and what are the steps of startups and how do we interact with everything. I think hope so it will be fine everybody, right? Is it interesting? Shall we continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can just look into that 5 points is the major one. Then coming to that additional things, you can see here it will call as profit. So problem, feature, benefit. So the red color which I highlighted shortly, you can keep it in your mind. In your mind, when you are wanted to start a startup, you need to be go through the profit. So problem, feature, benefit. All these three are together. So we can call the single name from I learned it is an profit. So I am conveying the message to you. You keep it on that. So if it is profit is there, definitely the success. It is not the original profit of money. Then you can just see the first one. So why the Ola and Uber are comparing with the existing one? For the olden days, there is only the taxi services. So the taxi drivers are the behaviors are very rude. They will be fixing their charges. They are not humble. They are not great. So these are the advantages the Ola and Uber company they are identifying, and they are adding the additional feature with the ratings. Then they are always keep smiling their face, even though if the customers are getting anger and they are spreading the words. So this is the advantages benefit they are providing to the customers, and then it will be a flexible amount. Then uh, it's a kind of app. It will be helping for the old age people, that especially those who are went off to the US and settled down there. They are unable to take care of their parent. So online nurse booking. So this is an app which is running inside the Bangalore in Porti. So the Porti app is an online nurse booking. So the nurse is coming over and taking care of the entire old age parents, and they are providing the healthy foods, and the menu will be given to them itself. So they are taking care. So this is also a kind of application connecting the nurse and to the old age people directly with the son and daughters. They will be seeing there, and with the digital platform, how the father and mothers are doing, are healthy. So they are created this kind of an app. Then you can see the big basket, then electricity bill, and it is a portable AC. So fixing the AC 30,000, 40,000, 1 lakh, it's a huge investment we are invested, and we are wasting, and the bill is increasing like anything. So it is an you can carry anywhere, and it should be feel cool, and the hot regions, they may prefer this such kind of portable ACs like Chennai. Then Telangana, Andhra, you can just prefer such kind of AC, portable AC. Then Instagram, I would like to ask a question with everyone. I think how many of you not having a social media account? If I'm asking the question, I think nobody is raising your hand. Everybody's are having a one other social media account. So this is what the inputs which we are just the advantages of the social media persons, weakness of the customers. Young generations are, you are finding a partner, you are finding a job, and you are finding so many things and everything, posting your pictures, and exaggerating your inputs, everything in the social media itself. That is the advantages of the social media owners and the businessman. So they are making you to be a customer for them, and they are getting in profit for each and every customers. So creating an account itself, there is a benefit. So Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then Facebook, and nowadays WhatsApp also, they are updating so many things for edit option, and all other things are will be the social media platform. Telegram, so many things, it will be increasing, keep on, and generative AI tools of chat GPT. So all these things, you wanted to see how many followers are following you, how many are liked your DP, and then all the things are very what is it? Interesting to see every day. How many of them sing? It's especially on the girls and then boys side, youngsters. So you people are wasting the time in social media. That is the advantages for the businessman of the social media. This is also a successful startup of all the social media makers. And the next is, you can see the problem, feature, and benefits. Some more companies are proteins. So many are losing your, you wanted to reduce due to the pandemic situation. Everybody's are becoming too tummy, and they wanted to reduce the weight. So they were reducing the weight. You need a protein and energy drinks, and there is a such kind of nutrition branches are increasing more like anything. So including me and the mom, those who are taking more than a two kid, then they are putting on every day, and they wanted to keep on maintaining their health also. So this is the weakness, and the nutrition companies are making a more profit, and one customer, they may spend for a registration and getting a tablets for 3 months once, it's around 25 to 30K. So these I've seen recently. And other thing is, you can see the lightning speed of your system. And then if it is laptop, they are making an anti-radiation stickers, anti-radiation sticker for mobile and system and laptop. All this such kind of idea is very simple, but the thing is that system manufacturers are your customer, and you can give the anti-radiation sticker to them, then it will be reduce the lighting effect. So these are the benefits. So what is the problem faced by day-to-day life, and what is the feature you need to be add on it, and adding the feature, are you getting a benefit, profitable benefit of the money, you also will think. So you have to frame a timeline, and you have to frame a what is that, development of your company, and then you have to be track all the users, all the customer what is it clients, and everybody's, and their feedback is, each and everybody feedback will help you to increase more number of feature in future. And then you have to be make a benefit in terms of money value, and then company value, core value will be always increasing. So this is the inputs which I wanted to tell you. Then you can see the advantage and the critical risk. Always innovation means it's a completely challenging risk only, high risk. So taking in technology innovation, it will be a high risk. You need to be find out a solution and a proper solution. The proper solution and feature, if you are making very good, and it will be the startups are never get failed. So you can see the competitive analysis framework. So these inputs and all you have to be do it in the beginning stage, not on the end stage. That means after you have started your company, you should not do all these primary work. The primary work can be do before starting a business, or before are they invested a money, are they invested a time, are they are following a proper flow, and is the company is planned everything in a right way or not. All the steps it will be helpful to you to do as a businessman. So if you wanted to go a successful founder or the startup person, you need to be analyzed in a 360-degree aspect. So 360-degree evaluation, you can increase up to 720. Then that is also is needed for the before going to start a company. You need to do a paperwork and complete all the reliability, stability, expertise, and then reputation, and then strategic plan, then policies. Are you are doing a quality work or not? Well, really the customers will be interacting with you or not? They are ready to buy your component or not? All these things you have to be make it ready. Then competitive advantage and critical risk analysis, you can just see here. I just wanted to skip now because there is innovation means there are many risks. So you need to target the market. Who is the target market? Either it is a B2C or the B2B. So B2C is a business to customer and is an individual, and the business to business means industry to industry. I don't want to make it directly to connect with the customers. I wanted to connect directly to the industry to take my products entire things. So you are going to support to the industry and making a product giving to the industry is sufficient means you can go with B2B. Or if you wanted to interact with the customers directly, then B2C is main. So these are the target markets you have to be planned whether you are going for B2C or B2B. Then I just wanted to show you an example. See there the mobile temper glass. You can see the temper glass. They are making the first step, second step, then checking and everything. So it will be started in the diagrammatical aspect. You see one line diagram. After the online diagram, they did an prototype testing, and the prototype testing is successfully completed and it is ready to launch into the market. This is the way the stages are going on for getting a complete invention into that. The invention we may call it as an techno legal document. So technically you are strengthening, but who will be the legally supporting person? That legal supporting person is intellectual property rights of India. You can protect your invention in India and you can just take it forward in any other countries. So because your origin of India means you have to be protect your invention in inside the country, and it will be move on to the outside the world afterwards. Then so you before going to start a business, you protect your invention with the intellectual property rights. And for protecting the intellectual property rights, we the inventor, we don't know what to do and what is the form which will be helping us to bring out all the kind of related information of the same inventions. So that is called invention disclosure form. So invention disclosure form, it will help you. You can download it from the website and you can bring out all the mind thought process into an paperwork. So this can be will it be useful to solve the invention? No, it will be extracting the information what you are keeping in your mind. So that will be priorly needed for doing of all the inventions to protect in the IP rights. So if you are interacting with the IPR cell or head of your college or the interacting with any of the lawyers are always asking you, do you have invention disclosure form? They don't want entire database. They will check your invention disclosure form, and they will be comparing the inventions in the with the existing one. This is called a prior art. So prior art is needed, and every time, just a minute. Okay, and this you can see, and there is a prior art is needed. Then there are the phases of startup. What we have discussed as of the previous slides, I'm concluding with this four stages. One is the ideation. You need to be create a proof of concept for the experimental study purpose, and before going to launch your this is for an before in vitro in vivo study, the proof of concept. After in vitro in vivo study, the prototype, then you can make a product, and the complete product is tested by the human, and the human is giving an inputs, and the medical board will give you the acceptance. After the medical board given the acceptance, you can launch your product into the market. That will be the successful startup. These are the phases of startups. So today we have discussed what is innovation and what is inventions, and how do we protect the invention, and how do we convert the invention into a startup. And the startups are successful startup where the startups are exactly failing. So these are the early stage startup. You have to make your product into a profitable inventions. So these are the secrets are there. Is there any successful stories are there with me? And really I would like to interact with you people. So these are the prototype development which we have did it for our company. And I have two companies, and one is an Incigen. So it is an basically an uh, carcinogenic agent which is created by the sanitary vending machine, and the incinerator. Through the incinerator there is an huge gases are coming out, and that is protected with patent rights. And the huge gases only that dioxin and furan, the dioxin and furan are creating an cancer, and we wanted to kill the cancer agent. And we I made a filter. The filter thing is that it absorbs the carcinogenic agent, and it makes null, white convert into one white gas. We tested and 3 years experimental study. After the experimental study, we made into the product, and we were ready with the company, and the company name called Incigen. The other one is KCC TAD. So the KCC TAD is a service, and we are providing and consultancy and then support for the inventors, and it should be in completely a process of intellectual property support, and we are providing a service, and the trainings and everything will be there. And these are the tools will be supporting for a beginners: TRL, PIR, and business model canvas. So you need to be take it out, and this will be the creator of Forge Accelerator. They created a tool, a one-page tool, and you can evaluate your idea and get the marks of your company at least from each and every stage. So this is an example which I wanted to show you. A company called Protosem, they tested by using this product innovation rubric. Initially they got 44. They renamed it. They will be doing an exercise in the complete 6 months. So if it is started a startup, you have to be evaluate yourself every 6 months once. So your score will be keep on increasing. Once the score is keep on increasing up to 86, then you are ready to do an successful registration of registered startup under DPIIT. And this is the example. Then technology readiness level. When you wanted to go for participating in any innovation challenges, the TRL4 will be always, it should be get ready. It's ugly prototype. The final year projects are called as ugly prototype. You need to make it into a large scale or the commercial purpose. These are the TRLs are there, 0 to 9. But minimum TRL required for a beginning of and participation in innovation challenges are TRL 4. So TRL 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and all, you need to be build up your product. And you can see one pharmaceutical company, and he is a founder, successful founder. He made an device. The device instrument is which will be support for the pregnant lady. Pregnant ladies are every timeline they need to go to the hospital and checking their body parameters and the health condition of the kid, and observation of everything will be there in the single kit. So he is taking because during that period the invention what he done is for his wife, she is facing such kind of a problem and all. So he made the hypertension, diabetes, heart diseases, all these things will be giving the exact value in the same device. You can just have a look. I'm just keeping on to that. This is the biotic, the company name called the biotic. This is a proof of concept. So it's a TRL4. If it is a product is like this, all the individuals are not ready to buy the product. So it will not be, it's an ugly prototype. Then after that, he redesign the same circuit, and see there is a closed box. We can see, and for the self purpose we will use this device. And this is TRL6. Somewhat it is okay. One or the two customers, they will be buying this kind of a product. The company name called Jaintilla. Then after that, he renamed as Scintilla. And you can see this product is completely looks good, and it will be really the customers are ready to buy. So urinary test and all other inputs, blood test parameters, everything will be included in this single device. And it's a what is it? Pregnant ladies are not able to go to the reach out the hospital, because government hospitals are much crowd than the private hospitals, because they don't want to spend much money. So they are staying in a queue, and one pregnant lady completely to test, and it will take an entire day. So that is the advantages of the inventor. And he made this kind of a device, and they can test all the entire parameter inside the home itself. And this is TRL7. See how it looks beautifully. And he made a complete structure, and everything, every database will be digitally, it will be coming. And this is what the information, it is ready to do a business. At this stage, he done it, and the company registered. He is a successful founder, which I have interacted, and I have taken the example on during the pandemic time 2019 only. So he started a business on 2019. Now he is earning and more profit. Might be it will be useful to the society. And now the updated version. So every time you need to be update your device designs and all the things. So this is what which I wanted to conclude it. And the TRL4 and my product, I just wanted to show it's an incident, the mission of company and the vision of our company, and what is the problem we identify to kill the carcinogenic agent from the sanitary pads. And only the dioxin and furan, not other gases. So this gases only involving more in the cancer agent. So we are killing these gases by creating an, this is the complete device, and this is the filter. And the story behind the filter which we have done is, there is a mesh, carbon mesh, and then material ceramic filter. This filter we designed it, and the nature of the ceramic material itself, there is an absorption of odd odors. So harmful gases are absorbed by the ceramic material. This is our strength. And we did some trial test, and we have interacted with the pollution control board of Karnataka, and they have helped us to test this model. And we have done the entire trial in the last 3 years, and the efficiency is on still 50 percentage. I need to improve in the 90 percentage. And what kind of supportive chemicals need to be added with this one. So we have added initially with the ammonium sulfate and with the room temperature. So now we are making on the other gas, other chemicals combo with this ceramic material. So this is what the design, what we did in the beginning, and later the stages, and we completed all the things. So it is we have tested all these things in the chemistry lab, stage by stage. And this is our 1 unit cost. So my entire filter is around 3,000 rupee, but along with the product. So one sanitizer incinerator, if you wanted to buy, it should be in 10,900. But the thing, the customers are not the individuals. All the incinerator manufacturing industry we are focusing on. This is an example for B2B. And what I did is, I interact with nearby Bangalore. There are so many Jessica enterprises for the testing purpose. So that Jessica enterprises, naturally they are making an incinerators, and I have given my filter design to them, and they have tested, and they have given to the schools, and then the software in the industries which they are utilizing such kind of a machines and all. So manufacturing the incinerator is not my invention. My invention is only to add additional feature with the existing technology. That is one, the filter. So filter cost is around 3,000 with servicing, and as well as replacing the filters every 3 months once. So these are the additional inputs which I given to this. So total cost of the machine, it will be on 10,900 to 12,000, including the service and everything. So why I am making all these things means, because direct cost is 3,000, but indirectly I'm getting this 12,000 means, if my product is not sold by many of them, 10 products are ready, but only 3 is sold by the customers. industry people. So the three has to give the value equal to the 10 products. Like that, we need to make a per unit cost. So this is what the cost estimation, and who my market size is healthcare sectors, industries, institution, and even individuals also. So this focusing on all these things. So they were in the they wanted to maintain a hygienic in what is it area. So all the educational institutions, all the schools or hospitals, and then industries, everywhere there is an 33 percentage of women is there, and the age groups also it is there. So we are providing such kind of support to the industries also. So this is what example. With this one I can conclude it. I'm just over to all the participant. Is there any questions are there? You can interact with me. If not, I'm requesting the coordinator. You can formally close the session.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Any questions from students? Any questions, ma'am? I think no questions, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Janvi,
That,
for inviting me for this program, and I'm happy to share everything. If anything is there, let me know in future. I'll be ready to give a delivering talk of like this.
thank you so much, ma'am, for sparing your valuable time and giving a valuable information to our students on innovation validation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students. You can leave. First year students will be having CAP class after your lunch, ma. Venkatesh sir will post the timings and the link. Be ready for CAP class after your lunch. First years. Now you can leave, ma. Thank you.